Agricultural research is important, no doubt about it. Ag schools like North Carolina State University and North Carolina A&T State University spend a great deal of time, money, and energy on agricultural research. But there's also a lot of research going on outside of university environments. Research stations or research farms dot the landscape across the entire state of North Carolina. One such farm is located in Haywood County near Waynesville, and Caleb Rathbone is the superintendent.
Our industry is changing at such a rapid pace. In order to keep up, in order for producers to keep up, they have to have access to up-to-date information about what they're doing. And so our station serves a vital role in our community as far as providing information to those producers that's unbiased information that they can count on and be able to improve the efficiencies of their operations.
Ag crop research is not just about food, it's also about crops used for clothing, ornamentals, and even as sources for alternative energy. The farms have a little of this and a little of that: tomatoes, cattle, Christmas trees, and this facility has a signature fall crop: pumpkins.
Well, we have one of the largest pumpkin variety trials on the East Coast, and the variety trial serves as a platform for seed companies whenever they develop new varieties of pumpkins to be able to put them out in the field, compare them to the competitors' varieties, see how they perform in real-world conditions, and then also it gives us an opportunity to evaluate those varieties so that we can give the producers an unbiased report on how the varieties compared to the competitors, and then also the disease resistance, and then the yield of the pumpkins as well.
And pumpkins are one of the best examples of just what can be accomplished with research.
That's right. Whenever you get a pumpkin in the store, you may just take it for granted, but there's nothing that happens, that none of the characteristics of that pumpkin happen by accident. Whether it's got deep ribs spaced far apart or shallow ribs that are real close together, the color, the shade of orange on that pumpkin, the type of handle that it's got, everything that you see, every characteristic on that pumpkin was by design. It didn't happen by accident. And so with so many options out there for consumers and producers alike, it's really important that producers have a place to be able to go and see these varieties in the field before they plant them on their operations the following year.
From pumpkins, we turn our attention to sunflowers.
There's really not that many sunflowers grown on the mountains. Probably the majority is for ornamental purposes, but it's really a good crop, as I said, for seed source for wildlife. And there also seems to be some potential for energy production out of them. I think bioenergy and bioproducts are it's really a buzzword in the industry right now, and so we're doing a lot of research looking at biofuels, trying to come up with alternative sources of fuel and energy for the consumers. And sunflowers may provide a possibility for that. Sunflowers have 93% of the energy of number 2 diesel fuels, so they're really high energy when compared to some of the other crops. It's just kind of working out some of the logistics of making that happen.
Another reason why ag research is such a good thing: timing. Finding out when the best time is for bringing a crop to market for maximum profitability. For North Carolina, broccoli is all about timing.
About 90% of the broccoli that we consume on the East Coast comes from California, Arizona, and Mexico. And so if we can be able to have our growers in the East produce that broccoli, it'll be a really good opportunity for our growers. And the niche that we have here in the mountains is that with the new varieties, there seems to be a real possibility that we can produce a quality broccoli crop in the middle of the summer when there's the shortest amount of supply on the market, which is good for the growers because the price is the highest at that point as well. I think a lot of what we do, the public really may not realize what we're doing, but I think that serves to tell us that we, as in the industry, we need to do a better job of telling our story, and that goes the same for us on the research station.
From broccoli to sunflowers to pumpkins, our farmers have come to rely not only on the universities and test tubes for crop research, but also finding out what happens when the crops hit the dirt. That's where North Carolina's research stations shine.